Welcome to commentary of Dartford versus Welling here on Tuesday evening at Prince's Park. The Darts are looking to make it 10 unbeaten in the National South, following on from the 3-0 victory over Weymouth on Saturday. The lineups then for the Darts: it's Joe Young in goal, Max Statham, Connor Essam, Tom Bonner and Sam Adaudu. The midfield three is Jack Smith, Josh Johnson and Jordan Winter, with a front three of Pierre Foncu, David Radari and Luke Coulson. On the bench for the Darts: Dan Wilkes, Alex Wall, Kieran Murtagh, Charlie Sheringham and Marvin Herschel. For the visitors, Kyle Mackenzie-Lyle starts in goal. It's Chizzy Ezen-Nolim, Manny Parry, Sam Cox, Yazza Kasim, Anthony Papadopoulos, Sid Nelson, Adi Aziz, Devontae Aransabia, James Dunn and Jamie White completing the Welling 11. On the bench, Amadou Kasarate, Cameron Andrews, Tom Dickens, Joy Simpson and Taylor Mahoney completing the Welling squad. And Adaudu is going to set up for a long throw, and it comes from Sam Adaudu. Flicked off a Welling head, and behind for a Dartford corner. It was off the head of Adi Aziz, who was battling with Connor Essam. And it's the Darts who are in the ascendancy at the moment. Luke Coulson to deliver this corner. An in-swinger off his right boot, and decent ball towards the back post. It's off for Foncu, well saved the first time of asking, and poked home by Pierre Foncu, who gives Dartford an early lead in the derby. Instinctive from Foncu, who was alive to it. It dropped for him and he stabbed it home at the near post, and the early pressure from the Darts has paid off, and they take the lead against Welling at Prince's Park.
11th minute by number 16, Pierre Foncu.
Statham will take the throw as the rain getting heavier over Prince's Park. He gets it back from Johnson before finding Johnson once more. Forced back to Jordan Winter, now Connor Essam. Swings the ball long in towards the Welling penalty area, headed away, drops for Jack Smith on the edge. It'll bounce over to Coulson, chops inside Luke Coulson, looks to shoot, not a bad effort. Mackenzie-Lyle is going to launch this goal kick forward. Johnson up for the header, sends it forward, headed away by Nelson, then Smith looks to bring it down, it comes for Johnson once more. Cox will eventually bring it under control for Welling. His ball forward is picked off by Sam Adaudu. Forward from Adaudu, looking for Foncu. It'll pick him out nicely. He's got a couple of Welling players over to deal with. Statham and Johnson inside him. Looks to take on his man and beat him. In the end, he gets his boot to it, and he'll come for Josh Johnson to strike. Saved by Mackenzie-Lyle. Radari! Oh, and he's put it in! David Radari! It looked as though it might not quite make it. In the end, it trickled into the bottom right-hand corner. It was agonising for the Dartford man. In the end, it's in, and the Darts have doubled their advantage. That is a huge goal for David Radari. Back in the side tonight, and back in the goals for a first time in a while.
Second goal for Dartford, scored by number 11, David Radari.
Max Statham is going to take this. Radari dropping in to pick it up, and makes the spin away from his man David Radari, puts the ball into the area, decent ball in, off a Welling head and behind for a Dartford corner. It's about time Connor Essam or Tom Bonner got in the act. It's going to be an in-swinger, an away swinger from Coulson. In it comes, onto the foot of David Radari! It's Max Statham, in fact, against his former club. He arrived on the scene at the near post. He flicked on and into the far corner. Dartford have hit Welling for 3 inside 39 minutes. It is becoming a dream first half for Alan Dowson, whose men are absolutely running away with it here at Prince's Park. Rethinking, and Aransabia will now come in and deliver an in-swinger off his left boot. 45 seconds left of this half. In it comes, it's a deep one from Aransabia. It's a decent one, good save Joe Young. Still not clear, still not clear. Welling, it's bouncing around in the area before it is cleared. That's an excellent stop from Joe Young. There's a Nolan under pressure from Pierre Foncu, who's racing off in search of the ball. Back with Mackenzie-Lyle, just able to clear before Pierre Foncu was onto him. And the clearance goes all the way through to Joe Young, who hits the ball straight into Adi Aziz and in. So unlucky for Joe Young, who just looked to clear. Aziz threw himself in the way of it, and it went off the upright and in, and Welling have got the goal back that they were after. Yazza Kazim will deliver this in swinging. Welling have got All the big lads up from the back. And it comes from Kazim. Ball into the near post, it will come for the man at the back post. Brilliant save, Joe Young. What a stop that is. He threw himself to his left-hand side and denied the man at the back post, who had swung a boot at it and sent it goalwards, and Dartford survive. Statham will launch this throw forward. Headed away. Essam sends it forward. Coulson will chase. With an awkward one for the Welling keeper, who heads it into space. Jack Smith will be onto it. Is that going in? Oh my word, Jack Smith! What a goal that is! From the man on loan from Stevenage, who scored from miles out at the first time of asking. He had to. The keeper was miles off his line. He still had so much to do, Jack Smith, on his weaker left foot. And he's dinked it over Carl Mackenzie-Lyle into the corner of the net, and Dartford restored their 3-goal lead. You will not see many better than that scored this season. Can the Darts add a 5th here? 2 men in the wall for Welling as Coulson settles himself, and the referee. It's in by Coulson, and it was goal bound, and it's punched away. It'll come for Johnson to strike on the edge of the area, deflected behind for a corner. Those visiting fans have started to dissipate behind that goal. Seen their side thoroughly outclassed today, as Anolim has it again on the far side. Still looking for a space to put a ball in, but he's got Fonku and Smith, who aren't letting him go anywhere before Alex Wall gets back to put a foot in. He clips it into the path of Smith, and Dartford have got a counter on now. Wall's got Coulson to his side if he can find him. Played with the outside of the boot for Luke Coulson, who's bearing down on goal. It's Luke Coulson for the Darts. He slots it into the bottom corner. It's 5 for the Darts. 5-star Dartford. They have absolutely demolished Way at Prince's Park. A quite brilliant ball through from Alex Wall, who got back to win the ball in the first place. He was then released over on the far side. He poked it through with the outside of his boot. It was perfectly weighted for Coulson, who was onto it like a shot. He raced in behind, and despite the onrushing Mackenzie-Lyle, he lifts it into the bottom corner and gives the Darts the 5th they've deserved. And now Welling are coming away with Andrews. Spins in behind, and it'll come for Max Statham. Fonku now spins away from his man brilliantly and is now driving forward. Johnson turns it around and puts it in behind for Alex Wall. He's in here. Alex Wall, it's a tight angle. He's got people arriving. He shoots to the near post, and I think it's tipped just wide by Mackenzie-Lyle to deny Alex Wall the 6th. Those Dartford fans are revelling in this, enjoying every second that's left of the 3 added. And that in fact was the last second of the 3 added. Full time at Prince's Park. It is Dartford 5, Welling 1, a 5-star performance from the Darts.